What's up guys, Learning with Rich here. In this video, we are going to continue our discussion about our sprinkler design or the fire protection system in Revit MEP or Revit 2020.2 version. Okay, so just a recap, our last topic is about setting up our routing preferences for threaded pipe, and also we configure the system. So this time around, we are going to talk about laying out sprinklers, and then later on I'm going to teach you how to lay out our pipes like risers and mains or branch piping. Okay, so but for this one, very quick video, we're going to talk about adding sprinkler. So as you can see here, in my model, I have the architectural model, so I needed this one. The architectural model contains the ceiling, so that's why I'm on the ceiling plan. So the sprinkler that I will be putting here on my model is a ceiling hose sprinkler. Okay, so which is the standard way of doing that one, laying out our sprinkler so that just in case they modify the ceiling, our sprinkler will follow. If they remove our ceiling, our sprinkler will be removed as well. Okay, so let's jump into our Revit. So I'm going to zoom in here to this portion. So this is where I'm going to put my sprinkler, for example. So I'm going to the Systems tab, and then after that, from the Plumbing and Piping, you can see here the sprinkler. So the shortcut for sprinkler is SK. So I'm going to click the sprinkler tool, and then here from the type selector, as you can see, I already have loaded, or we already have here all the standard sprinkler loaded in our project. So for this one, I'm just going to use here this sprinkler pendant hosted half-inch pendant. Okay, so this is a hosted family. So I'm gonna go ahead and click this one. And as you can see right off the bat, Revit will tell you that you can't place the sprinkler pendant at the moment with the setting that I'm using. So if I'm going to check the placement here, as you can see, we have three ways of placing our sprinkler. So we have place on vertical face, place on face, and place on work plane. So currently, place on vertical face is selected. So place on vertical face is useful if you're going to place a sprinkler that is uh, placed on our wall, right? Okay, but this one is not a wall hosted family. So I want to put this on my ceiling. So that's why you can change the placement here instead of place on vertical face. So I can change that to place on face. Okay, so if ever you are wondering what is the height of the ceiling, just to give you an idea, so I'm going to select here modify first. And then if you want to check the elevation of your ceiling here or the height, so you can go to the annotate tab, and then you can see here spot elevation. So I can click the spot elevation, and then I'm going to hover my pointer somewhere here. So as you can see, the height of my ceiling here is 8 feet. So probably I'm just going to pick one point here, and then I'm going to place it here. Okay, then pick, there you go. So there's the elevation of my ceiling. So that's a spot elevation. So now I'm going back to the Systems tab, and then I'm going to select sprinkler, making sure that sprinkler pendant hosted half-inch pendant is selected. And then we need to change the placement here to place on face so that it will be hosted on our ceiling. So I'm going to select place on face, and then as you can see, I can now place my sprinkler here. Okay, so that's how you do that one. So let's say, for example, I'm going to add a sprinkler here. There you go. And then I'm going to select here modify. Now, if I'm going to measure here my ceilings, I'm going to select measure between two references. So like I'm going to measure from here to here. So it's 4 feet. Okay, so 4 feet. So this will gonna be 2 feet. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to select modify. I'm going to move this. I'm going to select, and then I'm going to move that. I'm going to pick here, and then I'm going to move it 2 feet. Enter. Okay, and let's say what I want to do is I want to copy this one. Okay, so I'm going to copy the sprinkler. So I'm going to select that. I'm going to copy, and then after that, I'm just going to make sure that the constraint is selected so that the movement will be constrained horizontally and vertically. It's like ortho in AutoCAD, and then you can also check the multiple here, so you can copy it multiple times. So I'm going to pick somewhere here, and then I'm going to pick here. Okay, and then modify. So I'm going to select both. I'm going to hold Control to select the other sprinkler, and then copy again. So I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to copy it here. There you go. And then I just select here, modify. Okay, so I'm going to create a series of sprinklers here as well. So I'm just going to select all of these sprinklers, and then I'll just copy that. Okay, and then I'm gonna pick here as my base point, and then I'm copy it here. There you go, and then modify. Okay, so that's our ceiling hosted sprinkler. Now, so let's say I also want to put some sprinkler here on my wall. Okay, so it's the same, so I'm going to select the sprinkler again. But this time around, I'm going to choose another type of sprinkler, which is horizontal sidewall hosted. Okay, so this is what I'm going to use. So I'm going to select, let's say, half-inch horizontal sidewall. I'm going to click that one. And then this time, I'm going to use place on vertical face. Okay, so I'm going to select that one. And then probably I'm going to put one here. See? All right. And then I'm going to put another one here. Maybe I'll just put one here. Okay, and then I'm going to copy this, copy, so this will gonna be my base point. I'm going to pick here, and there you go. Okay, so these are now my sprinklers. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to check if I have placed my sprinklers at the right location and elevation. So usually I create there a section. So I'm going to select a section. I'm going to pick one here just to check. And then I'm going to pick one here. Okay, just like that. And then right click the section and then go to view. And there you go. Let me just zoom in. Alright, so there's now our sprinkler, right? Okay, so there's now our sprinkler. And I'm gonna check also the sidewall sprinkler here. So probably I'll just reuse this one. So I'll just use this, rotate about 90 degrees, and then I'll just drag this, move just like that, and then go to the section again. And where is that? Where are you? Oh, there you go. Okay, so it's too small, we can't see it nicely, but there's our sprinkler. So there's one, there's two, and there's three. Okay, so another way you can also create a 3D model for this one. So probably I'll just select all of this portion here, and then I'll select here section box, or you can also type BX. Just click that one, and then there you go. So let me just change the thin lines here. I'm going to turn on the thin lines. So there's our sprinkler. Okay. Right, so there's the sprinklers, there's a sprinkler, and then we also have here our sidewall sprinkler. Okay, so it looks like that it's clashing somewhere here, so it's always better to create here a 3D view so that you can easily visualize your model if they are at the right location. So just like this one, if I change this to coordination, the discipline to coordination, I can see that it's clashing here. Okay, So it's clashing with our ceiling. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move that. So I just need to turn on the section box. The section box here is turned off, although it's already checked here. But if I'm going to turn on here to reveal the hidden elements, you can see that your section box is actually hidden. So I'm going to select that. So the reason why I'm going to unhide my section box is that I want to adjust the section box so that I can see uh, the other sidewall sprinkler that I have created. Because as you can see, let me change this to shaded. Cancel this one. Okay, so how about consistent colors? Okay, so as you can see, I only have here my two sprinklers. So I'm going to click the section box and then I adjust that one so that I can see the third one. Not yet. Adjust. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to select these three sprinklers. Okay, and then I'm going to select here left, and then I'm just going to nudge it using the arrow on my keyboard. So I'm just going to move down, 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 down. All right, so that there's no clash. There you have it. Okay, so it's up to you. You can change the elevation there. Oh, why is it I wasn't able to move this? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going back to the undo here. I'm going to select all the nudge option here to undo, and then I'm going to select all of this. Select, hold hold control, select left, and then I'll just nudge it down. There you go. There's the one, there's the other one, and then there's the third one. Okay. All right. And then let me just change it again. The discipline to plumbing. There you go. So there's all our sprinklers and then our ceiling hosted and then our sidewall. All right. So basically that's how you add your sprinkler in Revit. So next time what we are going to talk about is I'm going to teach you how to add risers, main pipes, and also the branch piping in our model. Okay, so that is what we are going to do next. So hopefully you learned something from this video. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can put it on the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day.